Hey, and welcome to Be Green. I'm your host, Todd Weatherall, and we got a great show for you. Be Green? Well, it's about doing simple things in your life to be a little bit more green the easy way. Today's show is really hot. We're going to go out and meet a green gym in town that's doing a revolutionary thing with one of their spin bikes. We're also going to go to the animal shelter today and have a good time trying to be green and give back at the same time. Locally, there's a resident that we're going to go visit today. Well, he's doing a lot of green things. But first, what can you do today to be a little bit more green? Ride your bike, silly. It's easy as that. Start pedaling. We're actually at Revolution Fitness. I'm with the owner and founder of Revolution Fitness. This is Stephanie Moore. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
You know, obviously we're looking at green businesses in town, and you guys have done a tremendous amount of stuff here to try to be green. Can you tell us how it started?
You know, I live in Santa Monica, and people are very, very conscious about doing what's right for the environment. And, you know, I'm in the business of serving people. And I realized that there are so many things that we can just do in this small business that could really make an impact. We started with changing all of our cleaning products to more green products. We changed our floor in the Pilates room to bamboo floor. All of our clothing is bamboo, green, made out of bamboo. And if you look around, instead of using foam, we used cork for our acoustic. We decided that we were going to have a water filter over in the back over there that people could keep refilling their water bottles. About, I don't know, 7 years ago, I was teaching a spinning class. The room was full. The energy was amazing. And I thought, gosh, if we could just harness all this energy, we could really, really make a difference in this world.
Okay, so take us into that. You have a bike, and it's called the Green Bike. Can you explain what it is?
Well, what it is it's exactly that. It's the energy that you put into that spinning bike can actually create energy that is usable. Actually, a lot of times when I teach my spinning class, my mic is being generated by the person that's actually spinning on the green bike. So, yeah.
Now do us this. Let's go check out this bike. We need to see it, right?
Okay. As you are pedaling, and especially the harder you pedal and everything, this thing, this little round thing that flywheel keeps going up against, gets going a little bit faster, and the faster it goes, the more energy goes into the battery. There is a way that it actually conducts the energy through here into the battery.
So basically it's like an alternator in some ways, and generates the power and sends it to the pack there?
Exactly. Yeah.
Very cool.
So the harder you work, the more climbs you do, the more energy you can put into that battery. And
I think this is a good pace, don't you think? This is just a little bit of a good pace?
I don't know. I haven't seen you sweat yet. But usually it takes about 2 classes of really intense spinning to fill up one of those batteries.
So Stephanie, with all these wonderful green ideas, tell us what you see for the future.
Well, I would love to have every single one of our spinning bikes actually hooked up to the electricity through a grid that can actually power up this whole building.
Now, I also understand you're working with the Sustainable Works office to become a certified green business.
Yeah, we're in the process of getting certified through them, and so it's all happening. We're really just looking for investment to do it. It's pretty expensive to do, but I think once we get all these bikes hooked up and they see what we can actually create, it could actually in the long run save money. It's about ready to happen, and I would love to be the first gym to do this, especially in Santa Monica.
Well, tell us how to get a hold of you. A lot of people out there maybe want to invest or possibly come down to Revolution.
Would be awesome.
How do we find you guys?
Well, we're on Montana Avenue, 1211 Montana Avenue. Our website is revolutionfitness.net. Our phone number is 310-393-6399. And come by, take a spin. It's awesome. Create Energy is all about great energy, and we want to spread the energy all over.
Well, that's exactly what we're after. Spread the energy, spread the green. Come down and support this business. Revolution Fitness. You know, riding your bike has a ton of benefits. Not only is it a great cardiovascular workout, it's great for your joints because it's low impact. And, well, takes you down memory lane, makes you feel like a kid again. Me? Well, I switched my bike because I needed something a little bit more manly. Gotta look good when you're riding a bike too. Let's go see what Natalie's doing over at the animal shelter.
Have you ever wondered what to do with those old blankets or towels you have lying around your house? You know you don't want to throw them in the trash because it's bad for the environment, but you're not quite sure what to do with them. Well, believe it or not, there are some furry creatures that would love to curl up with your old linens. You know, donating is another way you can live a sustainable life. Let's go to the Santa Monica Animal Shelter and see what we can do. All right, I am here with Don Umber, the manager at the Santa Monica Animal Shelter. How you doing?
Real good, Natalie. How about yourself?
Wonderful. Thanks for having us. So you guys are the only animal shelter in Santa Monica, right?
Yeah, we're the full-service animal shelter that services the city of Santa Monica.
Perfect. And what kind of things are you guys in need of?
Things like towels, blankets, washcloths, bedding. Anybody who has a pet that no longer needs certain types of bedding or whatever,
Right.
we can always use the hand-me-downs.
Wonderful. So everyone, round up those old towels and take them to your local animal shelter. Perfect. Do you mind showing me around the facility a little bit? And I know I saw some cats, and we can also just, you know, there's little dogs running around, and maybe you guys out there might want to adopt a pet. Do you mind
Sure.
taking me around?
Love to. The area just over our shoulders here is the dog run, where people who are considering adopting a dog can spend some time playing ball, fetch. They can bring their family to see if it's going to be a compatible match with their household.
Wonderful.
And when we're not doing that, the dogs that are in the kennels get to stretch their legs, you know, get a little bit of sun, and it makes it easier to stay in a kennel environment longer so that they can remain adoptable.
All right, so this is the Community Cat Center?
Yeah, this is something we set up a couple of years ago, and as you can see, there's some towels, the little cubby holes that they
Yes.
sleep in. These were donated to us, and those are the types of things that animal shelters can benefit from.
I have an old cat bed. My cat, I bought it for him, never sleeps on it, not once. So he likes the couch in my bed, so I think I'll actually donate that to you.
Great.
Perfect.
He'd
I'll
be
have to come
grateful.
back. I brought some towels, but I'll have to go back and get the cat bed. Well, if people want to come in, either to donate blankets and towels or to maybe find a new family member, how can we find you guys? Where are you located?
Well, as I mentioned, we are open 7 days a week. At six-
Exactly.
Yeah, you want
He
to-
wants a home, guys. He wants a home.
We're at 1640 9th Street. We're just north of Olympic Boulevard at the end of a cul-de-sac. So it's easy to get here. If you're just driving westbound on Olympic, just hang a right on 9th, and you'll see us at the end of the block.
Nice. Or you can ride your bike here. It's not far, guys.
This is true.
Wonderful. Thank you, Dawn, so much.
You're very
I
welcome,
will
Natalie.
be leaving my towels with you, and I'm going to go get that cat bed.
Thanks so
Come
much.
back. All right.
Appreciate
Thank
that.
you.
You know, in this economy, saving money is really important. Did you know by riding your bike, you can not only save on fuel and parking, but also on maintenance? And guess what? You don't have to sit in this traffic either. You can just wave as you ride on by. Let's go out and visit a local resident who's doing a ton of sustainable things in her house. So now we're joined locally by a local celebrity, if you will, Kirsten Gum, who's actually on the Travel Channel, has a show there. Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, no problem.
Man, you are doing all kinds of cool things in your life that are green. Can you tell us what you've done?
Yeah, I gotta say, like, I think it was probably almost 2 years ago. I feel like I had like a wake-up call, and I've always been an outdoorsy girl. I love anything outdoors: mountain biking, climbing, river rafting, you name it. And I don't know exactly what happened, but I just one day was like, I really need to start worrying about this planet. I mean, we're in a dire state right now, and people need to wake up, and people need to become aware. And I thought, you know, I talk about it a lot of the times because of my show on Travel Channel. I'm traveling all the time, so I just said, I'm going to try to make differences. What can I do? So I live in Santa Monica. We live here in this beautiful Mecca where I can ride my bike everywhere I go. So after we came off shooting the 3rd season, I sold my car. And everybody thought I was absolutely crazy. They're like, you live in LA and you sold your car. And I'm like, yep, I'm gonna do it. I don't need it.
Walking in LA.
Yeah, walking. I take public transportation. I take the bus.
You take
system.
the bus?
I take the bus.
I
love it.
There's like interesting people on the bus.
There's a lot of interesting people on
You
the bus.
got to meet those people.
But that's what I really like about it is I am getting to know my community. My roommate is fabulous, and she has joined in this journey down Green Lane with me. And so we've changed all of our light bulbs. We've done all that kind of stuff. We've always been avid recyclers. I'm proud to say that I am the owner of about 1,000 worms at the moment.
Worms?
Yes.
She's a worm girl.
I'm a worm girl, and I love them. They're awesome.
Tell us about the
They're
worms.
awesome. So it's worm composting. So what I do is, because I'm a raw food chef and I eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, you know, you have some left over, even though I try to use as much as possible by juicing my leftover scraps. So I put in all my scraps, and the worms basically eat it. I'm just feeding them. And what comes out of it is what we call worm castings.
Or worm poop.
Or worm poop.
Yeah.
We like to call them worm castings.
Worm poop, yeah.
But they're fabulous for plants, and that's why we have such great plants around. I mean, it's like this uber superfood, like a conditioner, a fertilizer that comes out. And there's actually some yummy goodness, which I want to show you. I think there might be some worm tea in there.
Worm tea.
It's not for drinking.
Yummy.
I would never make you drink worm tea.
I'd try it. I know I will.
I wouldn't. I don't think I would. You can, but it's what we put on our plants.
Huh.
It's wonderful stuff. And you know, everybody can do something. I'm kind of going to an extreme, but that's just kind of who I am. I just had this wake up and I thought, you know what? I can talk it, I need to walk it. And I love it. I love every aspect of it. It's feeding my soul.
That's awesome.
To take care of the planet.
Can you take us around and show us some of this
yeah,
stuff?
totally. Let's go.
Right on. So worm tea, you got green tea, brown tea, black tea.
Worm tea.
Worm tea.
Oh, nice. Oh, Todd, how is it?
Tastes like water and dirt.
That's
Wasn't
it.
bad. It's not bad. You should try it. You know, I think I might be a raw convert after
Are
this.
you?
This
Good.
is pretty good.
That is what I like to hear.
We sure appreciate you having us over today.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you
I'm
so
glad
much.
you came.
We're coming back every day, actually. You want her
You
address?
can.
We can't give her address.
No.
No, not a good idea.
Can't do
We're
that.
fans, so.
But you can give my website, which is
Let's go for it.
experienceraw.com.
Experienceraw.com. Go check it out. And last but not least, riding your bicycle can be environmentally friendly too. In fact, it's a zero emissions vehicle. You got zero air pollution, zero water pollution. Did you know that your car is one of the biggest contributors of water pollution? They're leaky creatures. And then there's sound. Gosh, those big motorcycles sound terrible, but bicycles, nothing there. So just to review, economical, environmental, and physical. Ride your bike every day. For Natalie Horton and Todd Wetherill, don't forget to be green.